because of that one person, we might be able to grow it even bigger to something that we couldn't even imagine.
Let them do what they can do fearlessly, as long as you are going to be there for them when things do get a bit fearful.
We look at society and we look at the different issues that we have around society. The people that tend to be forgotten are the teenagers, like the ones that have gone into high school and they're expected to make it.
It's such an important community to a lot of people, but it doesn't get a lot of recognition, and I think it'd be really awesome to see how important and elevated that community can be and how engaging it can be for Rangatahi, both Māori and non-Māori.
Am I looking at you or the camera? Okay, yeah, sweet.
So, how did the Kutt start?
Hips and I were training together a lot, sort of back in the day, whether in the gym or doing CrossFit or what. And we even had like our own little park training boot campy thing going on. Back then that was called Team Mana Fitness, TMF.
And a little bit afterwards we sort of put it to the side, and then with his now wife, she was keen about doing something, establish something.
I was talking to Philly, and he was talking about his experience working with HEPs, doing community fitness groups.
At the time, Steph was actually wanting to do like a postnatal fitness for women, so mothers in particular who've not long had babies, get them back into the swing of things, because for her, fitness had done so much good for her in terms of her hinengaru and her body and stuff.
And so we got to talking and we were coming up with these different ideas, but there was one time where we had heard somebody was coming down from the North Island.
Called Move Our Mutu, and we met these guys from Kutt Aotearoa. They were doing a social enterprise that was looking at making affordable gym access for people.
I think we were standing in the car park at the uni where we had this meeting, and we were just like, that sounds really cool. This sounds like a plan, and I don't know, I'm kind of feeling it. What about you guys?
And from there, it sort of led to us to think, maybe we can start up again. Maybe we can start sharing and engaging with our whānau, with our friends and family.
We had our whare that we bought, and the shed was a big size. So we were like, we could train in here. And we started off with 4 or 5 rubber mats on the floor, a few kettlebells, a couple of dumbbells, and that was pretty much it. Skipping ropes.
First lot of people come in, just ran through a group sort of fitness session.
I think it was like 6 to 8 week challenges that we were doing every now and then.
And they trained, and then over time we got more and more equipment, to the point where we actually had high performance equipment, like tens of thousands of dollars of equipment in this rundown little shed.
When we were doing our group fitness classes, we were about creating something that we felt our community needed.
And so we've sort of morphed and changed into what our community wanted and what was sort of benefit for them.
Now what does our community need? Heps is a really great thinker. He has all the great ideas. He mentions one that he's already had years of experience in, and it was around kiorahi, and he'd been taking kiorahi into schools and working with different groups in order to develop that into what it is in Ōtautahi.
I'd played kiorahi through Kashmir, through secondary school, through the same stuff that Hepidi had set up through tour sports and that other.
Steph has a passion for building up youth and family, and Phil is working with youth with rugby league, and I've always had a passion and connection with youth within the tangata space, within Māori games and pastimes.
To try and bring through leadership qualities with young people, but also try and get them to understand, I guess, more intimately the different nuances of well-being. Well-being up here, well-being in here, well-being generally.
But also look at other opportunities to engage your culture and utilise that within leadership.
We've been really awesome, I guess, blessed in that we've been able to secure funding to hire someone as a kiorahi activator.
As I was doing my sports coaching degree and my Te Reo degree, Phil was kind of there, I guess, watching over. And yeah, once I finished my degree, Phil and Heps, they asked me if I had any mahi going, and I said nah. So they chucked out the pānui, I suppose, and the wero to me to have a go at being their Kutt kiorahi activator. And yeah, this is it's been 2 years now, 2 years running it. So.
But the youth today are fearless. they are really fearless. Be able to let them do what they can do fearlessly, as long as you are going to be there for them when things do get a bit fearful.
And they are the leaders of tomorrow, or the leaders of now, just because you could see the potential. And I think that always excites me, growing and developing and sort of taking what I had. And I'm often surprised too in Wānanga, like some of the thinking that is coming through.
There's a whole bunch of really wicked kids out there, really awesome kids. They're just not getting the right opportunities, perhaps, the right pathways. So for us, it was like, yeah, let's bring them in, get them closer to their culture, get them playing sport, but at the same time learning about how to be leaders in the community, and then they'll come through and then they'll be leading kaupapa like this. Kind of the end goal for me is that some of these kids will come through and then be like, oh man, I want to do what the Kutt did. And then take that to their communities as well.
For myself as an individual, health is such a massive thing to look after, and I think it's something that we could probably do better as a community in Aotearoa in New Zealand, whether that's going for a walk, reading a book, meditation, kiorahi, making sure you really find some good ways to look after your health, be engaged with the community, and help each other out moving forward.
Come from humble beginnings of wanting to get people physically active, to now looking at other ways that we can build and support them, and how they can use their culture and special little things that they didn't think were important could help add value to, not only in this space but in everything, in different contexts.
Oh man, that's tough. Like if I think about all the people that have been through the Kutt, it would be down that gratitude line. It would just be saying, oh man, you trusted us to take you on board and make some positive impact in your life. So for me, that's huge, that level of trust. And I guess that transfers to how we look at the kids as well. People believed in us to do something, and then we're sort of repaying it by saying, well, we believe in the next generation to come through and do it.
I've just been so humbled and grateful to be able to have been a part of anyone's journey to becoming a better them. And it's been a beautiful journey. They don't need to take away anything from this except thank you. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your story.